Oh, hey. That's a goofy intro. We're not going to do that.
Press start, let the adventures unfold. Retro games.
Hey, welcome back to the channel. My name's Jeremy. Today on my channel, we picked up some heat yesterday. Well, I keep calling it heat. Is it really heat?
There's too much heat.
I guess we're going to find out, but I think it's pretty cool. Today, we are going to do another pickup video. I still haven't done what I want to do. So before I get too far into the video, hopefully you guys are liking the content still, because I have a lot of pickup videos that I need to just post out there. I have about 5 or 6 done from last year on Black Friday pickups. Yes, we are into February 2025 and I still haven't posted those videos. They're done. I just didn't know how I felt about posting them. Hopefully you guys will like them. If you don't, well, then I guess you don't, but they're pickups for the game room. I am excited about them nevertheless, but hold on one second. Let's see if I can change the CCT. You like that a little bit better? I like that a little bit better. I don't seem so yellow. My shirt brings out a lot of yellow anyways. Look at that Jurassic Park. Anyways, number one, I'm just going to throw them out there. I didn't do hardly any editing to them. I didn't do any of that funny, goofy, like, you know, video clips that I like to throw in there.
It's like nobody cares.
Turn and burned them because I needed to get them in the game room. Number two, we are going to do game room tour here eventually. I just haven't had a chance to, again, do it. My brother and his wife are coming this week, and we're going to go do the touristy stuff that I haven't even done before with them. And so I want to get things put away as much as possible in the game room, so that way it's not something that I have to try to maneuver somewhere else. I already took the wall of Sega out of the room because that's a floating like bookshelf basically that I can take in and out when guests come to see the to stay in here, because this is where our movie bed is. That said, so you don't keep me I don't keep rambling on you. Yesterday we went over to the Tampa area. This was for my wife. I will be editing her video on her channel. It's a StampFest, it's called. So basically it's for like scrapbookers and junk journals, and there's just a lot of stuff if you're into crafting on that kind of level. Definitely go check her channel out, Kristen Swain. I will have her video hopefully up today as well, besides this on my channel. But that said, when we were done, she goes, let's find some video game stores. I'm like, well, I'm down for that, but I don't think I'm gonna find any probably that's going to have stuff I'm looking for, or B, is it going to have stuff that's reasonably priced, because I don't spend big money on things just because it sells for that much on eBay. Well, oddly enough, I came in contact with one store, and these guys hooked me up. They had an amazing sale going on, and then they made it even better. They have 2 stores in the area. I didn't do any footage in the store, obviously. I probably could have walked around the store and showed it off a little bit, but if you're ever in that area, go check them out. And then I went to their sister store, and I found, because the guys told me in the one store, they're like, hey, we don't have a lot of like really unique or higher end stuff. You want that, you got to go to the other store. It's about 10 minutes away. I said, that's fine. I'm down. I'm going that way. And I went down there and I found some really good hitter ones for my TurboGrafx. Yes, you heard it right, TurboGrafx. You just don't find that stuff. The guy had told me that when he was getting them in, it was a huge collection. And he goes, what you're seeing is, you know, just, you know, the last bits of it. So he said it was there for a long time though, so it's not exactly one of those systems that flies off the shelves like Nintendo and Sega and Xbox, PlayStation. So anyways, now that I've given you a 5-minute synopsis on that, bag number 1. You guys saw, if you haven't seen it yet, well, no, you won't have seen it yet. I picked up, I don't know why things happen like this, but I picked up a Game Boy printer. I don't even have an original Game Boy yet, but I do want one, minty as much as possible, in its original box. This is in the box, and I'm gonna set this bag down, hopefully it doesn't jerk the camera everywhere. The box is in good shape for its age, and as you can see in here, there's the printer, there's the cords, you can see the manuals in there, everything is in there. And I picked this up with the box and all that stuff inside from them. I think I spent like 70 bucks on it, which is great because I bought a loose one of these from the Gucci. So I'm gonna flip the other one off because I don't think serial numbers line up. If they do line up, I still gotta test it. The other one did work. Anyways, jacked about having it in the box, so that's gonna go in the 64 cabinet. And then I picked up just a bunch of loose Game Gear games. Things that I didn't have, but they don't have the cases for them, obviously, and I don't collect Game Gear complete. I just collect the, if I can get everything but the cardboard, basically. I want this, I want the case, like the plastic shell, which I have a bunch of extras, so I'll be okay there. And the manual if they have it. If they don't have the manual, well, then it is what it is. Eventually, I'll find the manual. I just want everything but the cardboard. And who knows, maybe one day I'll change my mind. But I know there's a company out there that does like shells, like plastic shells. I'm sure you've seen them before. Anyways, G-Lock. We picked up this, which is GP Rider. Did not have that in the collection. NHL Hockey, which had more value than I realized to it. We picked up Desert Speed Trap, which I know I have this on the Genesis. Now I have it on the Game Gear. And then I picked up some more lower end ones, even more so still. These are Caesar's Palace. I mean, it was $1. And then Solitaire? Oh, I'm sorry. There's versions. I think there's a Solitaire version. This one's Gin from this guy and Blackjack. So I picked that up. And moving on from Game Gear, I picked up for my Xbox Cold Fear, which is CIB, and very excited about this. I saw when I was on my cruise, I was looking at advertisements in the Xbox magazines, and I saw this, and I'm like, oh, that looks kind of cool. So picked that up. Another one that I've been oddly enough looking for my Sega CD. It's not a crazy expensive game, but it's definitely up there. Wild Woody. You're a pencil. Look how mad he looks. He's got like dynamite. Anyways, and manual's in good shape, disc is in good shape, even had the cardboard, the styrofoam. How often do you see that? I don't know if this is ever going to be worth anything more than what it is, and quite honestly, I think it will. I don't think this thing is going to go down anymore, but I bought it for two reasons. One, I feel like it's going to be the NES 101 top loader value one day. I also feel like it's a cool shelf piece, which is really what I bought it for. And number two, it's unique, right? It's a top load Wii. Now the top load Wii is also missing internet connection. So you can't connect to the internet if you're trying to download stuff to your Wii. You can't. But got it in the box. Box is in decent shape, oddly enough. Because it seems like all these ones that I ever see on eBay or anywhere, marketplace, whatever, they're beat to crap. I don't understand why. But anyways, here it is right here. Has the controller inside, the cables, all that fun stuff. I'm not going to bother showing you that boring stuff. But this is the Wii Mini. And as I said, it is a top-load Wii. There's your hookups in the back. But there is no internet in this thing. So anyways, I might never set it up. I'm going to obviously set it up to test it because they said everything worked. Other than that, I'm excited to have this. And I'm probably just 99% odds are going to just stay in the box because I have a Wii. It is a modded Wii. It's a Mario 25th anniversary that we've had forever. But this is, I thought this was kind of cool. So I'm very excited to have it in the box, and I got it for way less than I was looking at ones on eBay because I'm like, I don't want to spend that because that's clearly market price. I got this baby way down from there, so I'm jacked about that. You ever go into a game store and you start looking around the store and you look up, right? And you're like, wow, look at that, and look at that, and look at that. Like all the stuff that's on the top shelf is never for sale in most cases. 9 out of 10 stores I've gone into, nope, not for sale, not for sale, not for sale. Display only. Okay, that's fine. You don't want to sell it, no harm, no foul. I get it. I completely get it. Some game store owners will use their store as a place just to display and store, if nothing else, store their own collection. I walked in and I was looking around and I saw the stuff on the top. I'm like, hey, look at that, big box this and console that and blah, blah, blah. And I didn't think they were going to sell it, but they said, no, that's for sale. You can buy it if you want. I said, seriously?
Seriously?
Seriously.
And they said, but I will tell you, the console doesn't work. I said, the good news is, my guy, I don't need the console to work because I have a working console. I just need the box and the accessories on the inside if you're willing to let them go with it. And he goes, absolutely. We'll actually cook you up a good price. And brother, did they cook me up a good price. Look at that. This is the Sega Super Scope 3D Master System. Look at that grid pattern. It just smells like the 80s.
I think I'm gonna be sick.
My son last night, he comes downstairs and he was showing him all these things, Ethan, and he goes and he leans in and he smells it and he goes, yep, smells like a dinosaur. Anyways, his goofiness aside, this they took out because it doesn't work obviously, but the zapper is in there. I did not have a zapper. I have the 2 paddles in there, or the controllers that look like NES pads. Those are in there, which I had one or two anyways from the one that I bought before. This was in here. The game was not in here. That's fine because again, I have the game, but I did not have the 3D glasses, and I did not have this, and I did not have this. But look at this box. Oh, jeez.
Whoops, dropped it.
It's okay. I got it. I caught it. It's good. But look at this box. There is some damage, not much. There's a little like indentation chunk, whatever it is there. But styrofoam's here. Everything is here. I'm so excited to have this in the collection. I love being able to put the box with the console, and as you can see right here is my master console. So, like I told them, I didn't need it, but I did want everything else. I think that's it for store 1. Let's go into store number 2. So the next store we went into was their sister store that had the more fancier stuff, higher end stuff. And I don't, other than all the stores had great selection of stuff, the fancier store or more uniquely stocked store, the reason that one had, they told me, was because there are far more tourists that come into Clearwater than I think the other store that's technically in Largo. Got all these TurboGrafx. In fact, I got 3 TurboGrafx CD games as well to go with my TurboGrafx CD attachment that I have still yet to use. However, last night as I'm on my way home, I was like, oh, I need to get the card that goes into the TurboGrafx that activates the CD portion. So I can't even play 3 of these games yet. But hey, it is what it is. I'm still jacked to have them. The pricing was fire. Let me tell you, I was so jacked to see the prices that they had on these things. First one, Tailspin. Did you guys ever know they made a Tailspin game on the TurboGrafx one? You might not even know they made a TurboGrafx, but anyways, here it is right there. There's your cue card. It's just like a gigantic Nintendo Switch card, basically, but comes in a CD case. I've showed you guys these before, but this is Tailspin. I will be playing that today. Next one I picked up, Impossible. And they still had quite a few left. Some of them were a little bit over, and some were way over PC. But I went through, I looked at all the ones that they had the prices on stuff, just so you know, they do have everything priced. Thank you for having everything priced. The ones that were priced that were under PC, when they factored in the additional discounts, I got down to where I like to be maxed out at or less. So that's why I was jacked to pick up so many of these things. But Impossible, ooh, there we are on the inside, how exciting. Picked up Space Harrier. I have this on the Genesis. I think I have it on Game Gear, but this is the TurboGrafx, obviously. Box Boy, get to shove some boxes around. Picked up Gunboat, look at that. That's pretty cool, look at that. I love the artwork on these things. I've told you guys 1,000 times. This is Crate Maze. Our 3 TurboGrafx CD games. Our very first TurboGrafx CD games. First one is Lords of the Rising Sun. It says right here, CD game on the back. There's our disc, Lords of the Rising Sun. We'll see how well it plays out. The other one we picked up, this is a very expensive one that was massively underpriced. I don't know if they said everything works out just fine. We got an issue, bring it back. But Prince of Persia. Very excited to have that. This one actually has back art to it as well, but it says right here, this Super CD can be used with the Turbo Duo or the TurboGrafx 16 CD system. There you go. And then the last CD is the Addams Family. Open that up so you can see. There you go. Anyways, I'm jacked about those. That's what I'm looking for. When I'm going into a video game store, I'm always looking for stuff that A, I don't have, and B, that's unique. Obviously, the more you get down this road of collecting, like you guys have seen and watched and look around this room, and you see I'm probably over 3,300 games now at this point, I think the last I looked. You know you need to get all the regular games, but I want those, but I want the unique ones just as much, if not quite honestly more, because I don't mind throwing money out the window at fillers because I need them. But along the way, I want to get the hitters. Fillers and hitters, you get it? I don't know. Oh, I also picked up an Action Replay Plus. I don't know if this is new, if this is old. It says new right here, so I really don't care if it's like old or whatever, because I needed it because I want to cheat at my Sega Saturn games, because I don't want to be mean, but old game systems didn't care about your feelings like the new ones do. There's 1,000 times to save. There's never die, basically. Like I just beat Silent Hill 2 the other day, the remake for the PS5. I walked around that game so much half dead with like one bullet most of the time. Just kept dying, just kept dying, just kept dying. But I did beat the game. Took me about 19 and a half, almost 20 hours, but I beat the game. And but it's just between save states and just continuously picking you up where you left off. That's how you're able to do it. Old games like that, you die 3 times, 2 times, sometimes even 1. Brother, that's it. All right, and my last bag of goodies came from Red, White, and Blue Thrift. Now that place is, I mean, look at that. All right, battery died. Let's try it again. I'm on my last battery because I used the one for Kristen's thing yesterday, and then part of the one that I was using to film this with. So I'm on my 3rd and final battery, but that's okay because we've only got this bag to go through. First thing, let's get some of this out of this bag. Just grabbing off the top, first one I picked up is, this is Injustice 2, if it'll focus. Will you focus? Right there, Injustice 2. This is a steelbook. Now, I only grabbed it because my son loves this game. Oh, that's right, there was some random disc inside as well. Anyways, here's this. I don't plan to collect, like I've said before, for the PlayStation 4 or the PS5 or the Switch, quite honestly. I'm just buying those games as ones that I think would look fun to play. Maybe one day I'll change my mind, but for $2, it's the steelbook with the disc, with the manual. I can't complain. Ooh, that's folded over. Somebody bent it. Well, she ain't minty, but you know, she'll do, because again, it doesn't matter to me. As long as it's there. Now, if it was missing the manual, I wouldn't have picked it up. And if I would have picked it up, I would have transferred mine into this. But anyways, Steelbook of Injustice 2. I do not collect PlayStation 3 games that are non-3D games, but I wanted to play this because it looked fun. I only picked it up because, look at that BMW on the front. My heart loves BMWs. I had an M3. I wish I would have never got rid of it. But life changed. I needed a truck. Disc is minty. Anyways, everything's here, but I didn't buy it for any other reason other than I just wanted to rip through it real quick, see if it's any fun. Because I only collect 3D version PS3s. Okay, and our 3rd and final stop, as I just said, if I said, I don't remember what I did. I had to stop and... Don't worry about it. Kids! Air Force Delta Storm. Good old Xbox. This, I mean, needs a new case as far as I'm concerned. That thing is trash. Next thing we picked up, WWE 13. This is in really good shape. Very happy about that. Sports game, but it was a unique one because it was a 2-pack. So this one comes with MLB 2K13 and NBA 2K13. And everything is in here. Disc 1, disc 2, and the manual. I thought was all it's missing. No, it's not. It's on the other side. So it flips. So either way, thought that was neat. GeForce 3D. It comes with glasses even. Show ya. Look at that. Tucked up in there back there, little red and blue lenses. Anyways, got that. Back to the original Xbox, we got ATV 2. This is ATV off our Quad Power Racing 2. Another one I picked up. I have this already, but I don't think my copy is as clean as this. This was actually really, really clean. Midnight Club Los Angeles. And it comes with, you know, the manual and the map. So that's why I grabbed it, because I was like, I think mine doesn't have the map. I think mine's not as clean, so I'm down. And I can flip mine off because, like I said, I paid a couple bucks for it. This is another one, Operation Flashpoint Dragon Rising. But it's all in there. There's even a little card in here. It says right here, exclusive mission night raid from GameStop. I'm sure that code's been used if it was even... I don't know why it wouldn't have been used. One I did pick up to take... Oh, look, here's one of the stickers, $2.99. You can see that right there, $2. That's what their stickers look like, their colors. But this is $2.99. I have this game. I actually have this game factory sealed. So I'm going to put it in a nice case. But this is Left 4 Dead 2. Disc is in good shape. Just no manual. But this flips for $20 to $25, I think. I'd have to look it up. It's on eBay. But anyways, $3. I can't go wrong. So that'll help pay for a few things. Brave. Very minty clean case. I was very impressed with whoever turned a lot of these things into them or donated to them. Deadliest Catch, because this is garbage. I mean, look at that. At one time, this was $18 at wherever. What is that, GameStop? Moving on from there, we got Backyard Sports Sandlot Sluggers. Love filler stuff. Not really. Masters. This actually is probably pretty fun. Masters Collector's Edition. I don't know what it goes for because I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is the game. I think this is the version. It was going for a lot during COVID. Picked up Army Men, Soldiers of Misfortune on the Wii. Yeah. Why? I don't know why I did. And my last one, this is the one I paid $10 for. Green Day Rock Band. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. That's okay. You can go ahead and you can look it all up. It's, I think, when I was looking at it, it's somewhere $30, give or take. 25 to 35, somewhere in that neighborhood. Two more things, and then we can be done with this video. So I'm sorry for how long it is. But again, brother's coming. Want to get this stuff put away. Grab this. It was $5, marked down 50% off. This is the VCR game Eyewitness. It is brand new on the inside. They never they opened it up, and then they were like, yeah, no, we're not playing. Look at the back of this thing. Look at that. Look at the first off, top load VCR. Hilarious. But the VHS tape, still factory sealed. I told Chris, I said, I'm not going to get it. She goes, just get it. I said, we'll never play it. And she's like, yes, we will. It'll be fun. And I'm like, you really think we're going to play it? I bet you this thing still stays factory sealed for years to come. But it is cool. Look at that. VCR VCR board game. Actually, I found one more thing I want to show you guys. Well, two more things. This is the other one I was going to show you. The Pink Panther collection. If you don't know, Peter Sellers, hilarious, actor. I got this for $5. It is the complete set. So you have the Pink Panther 1, 2, 3, 4. And if I'm not mistaken, you get the Pink Panther, A Shot in the Dark, Pink Panther Strikes Again, Revenge of the Pink Panther, and Trial of the Pink Panther. So anyways, got all that for $5. And the last thing I'm going to rip through real quick are a bunch of CDs. Not that you guys care probably, but that's okay. I never peeled these ones off yet. $1.99 right there. You can see that. $1.99. Empire Strikes Back soundtrack. E.T. soundtrack. Love me some Green Day, as you can tell. American Idiot. Alabama's Greatest Hits, baby. Yeehaw! Space Jam. Welcome to the Space Jam. Santana. This is an excellent CD if you've never listened to it. Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring soundtrack. Come on. And then had to get this when I saw it. If you don't know, Live was killer back in the day. The lightning crashes. I mean, oh, such good songs on this album. Anyways, picked all those up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 times 2, 16 bucks. Got a bunch of CDs. So, anyways, that's the pickups. I can go clean, file, put away, and make this room for my brother and his wife to come and chill in while they are visiting us for a week. So thanks for sticking around. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Tell me what you guys thought of the video. Did you like any of these cool pickups? Did you think they were useless, weird? Why are you buying a Wii Mini? And we'll see you guys next time right here on Jeremy Rewinds.
Let the adventures unfold. Retro game.